Hey, it's Coach Mo here. Getting ready to give guys a little spill on my football camp. It's designed to help kids who want to get to the next level as far as in themselves, to see themselves get better. Me and my sons, we function like this all the time. They want to do it the day they stop asking me to take them out here and help them do these things and do those things and try to get better at doing this. Is the day I'm going to stop doing it. I do this with my sons regardless. You're more than welcome to come participate. The camps are going to be March 15th, and it's going to go through the first weekend of May. So it's a pretty long camp. In March, we're going to have Sunday and Mondays, the first 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of March, and then in April we're going to have pretty much April is going to be Sundays only, and the times on Sundays are going to be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And on Mondays we're going to focus more on skill sets type of stuff, catching the ball, handing the ball off, good positioning for throwing the ball, pockets, how to get outside, getting upfield, recognizing the opportunity you have in front of you if you're running the ball, taking advantage of the offense when you're on the defensive line via a couple of different moves that can help you get to the next level as far as being a shutdown defensive player. We're going to work on a lot of hip control, a lot of head type of movement type stuff for the kids that are coming from flag playing tackle. The kids that are in tackle, we're really going to work on their skill sets, improving on their speed, their agility, their footwork. The camps are going to be pretty much on Mondays. We're going to be at Lions Park. Go! Stay on your toes. Kind of get up here. Go. In one of the soccer fields over there, and on Sundays we're going to get it in over here at Skyline Church. I got a hill over here that's really good. It's going to help as far as building that speed and that footwork and being able to control, because a lot of football is controlling on the toes and the pivots and the too many steps and the wrong first step type of thing. So what we're going to be working on is staying on our toes a lot. It's the perfect hill. Uphill, you're not going nowhere. We're going to be working on is staying on our toes a lot. It's the perfect hill for it. Backpedaling, perfect hill for it. Agility, perfect hill for it. We're going to work on some route trees for catching and the ball and throwing. Perfect hill for it. Lions Park, we're going to be working on, again, a lot of speed. I got the parachutes, I got the ladder drills, I got the bands for your ankles to work on core, strength building. We're going to do a lot of speed drills, a lot of foot drills, and then we're going to focus, wind the camp down on trying to focus more on, a skill set. For example, when you're playing coming from flag football to tackle, or even if you're playing tackle football right now, you just didn't get good coaching. One of the things that's really hard to adjust to when you're a kid playing tackle for the first time is getting off the ground, getting your head around, because you can look to your left and look to your right, but with a helmet on, it's sort of you got to look a little bit further to your left, a little bit further to your right in order to be effective on the football field. Getting off the ground, we're going to work on a lot of those things. The helmets, the pads are heavy, so I have a couple of helmets and I have a couple of shoulder pads. We're not going to be doing a lot of hitting and stuff like that. It's pretty much just focusing on getting off the ground with the helmet, and there's going to be a lot of rough and a lot of roughness with the kids coming from flag to football, because they have to learn to get off the ground. They have to learn that when they're playing another team, they're going to push them around and throw them down on the ground and things of that nature. So you just have to be able to get off the ground quickly and effectively, lowering their helmets and lowering their shoulders, staying low to the ground. We're going to work on a lot of those things, but primarily there's going to be a lot of speed, a lot of footwork, a lot of twitch movements type of things, because those really help you significantly on the football. because those really help you significantly on the football field. This isn't a camp for crying and needing a lot of pick-me-ups, because, again, I do this with my sons. I don't ask them to do it. They ask me to do it, so I just, I do it. I've been approached by a lot of parents asking, hey, because they see that my sons are a little bit better at this or a little bit better at that. They say, hey, can you work with my son to help them get a little bit better at this, a little bit better at that? And I don't have a problem doing that. But it's not something that I'm here to pick me ups and pats on the back. If you can't handle camp as far as drills and agility and pushing yourself, because that's what my camp is definitely about, as far as self-will, self-motivation. Can't do it for you, because that's the thing that's going to separate a good football player from an all-right football player to a player who rides on the bench. You got to get in your head that when your number's called, it's all on you. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can get to the quarterback. Nobody else can catch the ball, and nobody else can throw the ball on the dime and make it happen. That's all individual effort. That's all individual. Yes, it's a team sport, but if you put enough individual into your team, then you're backing your team, because the next man might be putting his all individually into winning the game or playing the game or practice. Winning the game or playing the game or practicing or whatever, because it's going to, in turn, be the best thing to provide for the team. So this is certainly that. It will cost $50. That's to cover equipment and water and things of that nature. There's a few spots open for a parent or two who wants to provide the ice and the water. The cooler will be provided. But the camp, again, most camps are only about a week, a couple days, but this is not a week or a couple day camp. I had it last year, worked with a couple kids. They really stood out, and they were just the standout kids, and they really improved significantly during the football season. And excited this year because now they have that ability to play football. They built that confidence up. They know they can do it. So now they're excited to come back out and really improve on the things that they know they can get better at, and that will help them get better on the football field. So, and it's also a good opportunity for, I'm not a mean coach. Kids love me. They do what I tell them to do. So it's a good opportunity, and I'm not saying, oh, this isn't a crybaby camp or whine or encouragement camp, because I want the kids to understand that they have to want to be out here. I don't want the parents. I don't want nobody outward influence trying to convince them, oh, this is what they need to do. They have to convince themselves. It has to be something that they understand that they definitely want to do in order for it to be successful. Explode, go, go. Come on, Kylan. Bounce and go. Turn and go. Open your legs up and run. Open them up. In order for it to be successful for them and to be successful for you as a parent, because you want to see your kids just tearing it up on the football field or soccer field, basketball, because a lot of stuff transitions over from football to a lot of different sports. So it's definitely a good opportunity if your kids never played football before to get out here and get wet and just to see the kind of things that it's going to take for them to play football. And they don't have to play and do these things to play football. They can certainly go out there and just not be effective, but it's only going to benefit them to be effective and to continue to grow, continue to learn, and continue to be the best athlete on the field for their team. Go. Best athlete on the field for their team. So again, this is the information that you need for the football camp. Two places. We're going to be here at Skyline Church. We're going to be on this hill Sundays from 3 to 5. We're not going to be on this hill every week. When we start doing the Monday skill set again, we're going to be at Lions Park. But please pay attention to the Facebook page, because I am going to address where we're going to be having practice at Skyline or at Lions Park. And as the high schools wind down the track season, we might get into the high school a few times to hit the track and do some bleacher drills. But you know, with this hill, you really don't need that. We're not working, you know, football. You don't sprint a mile, so that's something that is that is not something that is needed to do. We're just going to work on a lot of speed and agility drills.